Hey, Senior Solutions family. This is Canoe again, giving you a quick weekly update. One of the things we want to start off right away this week to talk about is visitors in the home. So, we've heard from a few clients, a few caregivers this past week on some of our COVID-19 precautions, specific questions. I want to drill through one or two just very quickly. One is, unless an individual lives in the home, there's really no reason for them to be at the home while you're delivering care. So basically, we are asking any visitors to not visit the home while we are delivering services to our client. That's for your protection. It's obviously also for the client's protection. I know this is a hard time right now, especially people with isolation or feeling like they can really need that outside touch. But just remember, although parts of our communities are opening up and there's different regulations for maybe a restaurant or something else, we are still in healthcare settings when we deliver services in the home. You are a healthcare provider and you are providing services in a healthcare setting, which is a recipient's home. So please do the best you can. If you have any issues, maybe a client or family's confused or they don't quite understand the rule, please reach out to the office. All of our service supervisors and also our leadership team are ready to answer any questions and also cite any CDC regulations or suggestions for care. The other is we're also getting some reports on individuals not wearing your masks while you're delivering care. A lot of these are coming from clients and family members who are very concerned about the services you're delivering. Just remember, we've made massive investments into surgical masks, making sure that they're available at all of our offices for you to get. We realize there's not lots of surgical masks. We realize they're not right in the home for you and available right when you need them. What we're asking is to ensure that you take the initiative to come to the office, come get face masks. And just as a general addition to the personal protective equipment that you'll have available to you, we've also learned that hand sanitizer is in great short supply. We've been securing it by the gallon, and we're also making our own bottles, trying to get it out to you. By the time that you're viewing this video, what you should know is that you will have hand sanitizer to some of the offices. We'll notify each of the caregivers. We'll ask our service supervisors to get in touch with you, probably through text message and email, to let you know that this hand sanitizer and additional masks are available at the office. It is appropriate to clock in to your client and make sure that their needs are met for the moment, doing what they're doing, make sure that they're comfortable and safe, and then, if appropriate, make a trip to the office to come get your supplies so that it is paid time for you. But obviously, this is just like running an errand for the client or some materials that might be needed. It is your responsibility. Please make sure you take this seriously and don't avoid it. In addition to that, we also want to talk about appreciation pay. As many of you know, we've been doing appreciation pay since early May, mid-April, and that appreciation pay has been really to say thank you to all of you. We realize that some of you are finding difficulty with how we came to that decision. Maybe you were already making upwards of $10 an hour. Listen, this whole situation is not perfect. What I can tell you is we are trying to maximize pay as much as we can for all caregivers during this time. Remember, if you want to get a better benefit out of that pay, work more hours. We have overtime available. Every week we have 1,000 or more hours that are going unfilled. So there's certainly opportunity for you to make more money if that is something you'd like to do. Remember that appreciation pay is scheduled to end at the end of the month. We are actively working with our funding sources, our insurance company, the Medicaid department, and others to identify ways that we could potentially extend that. But our commitment to you has been that if you do 4 levels of training and we can prove to the state essentially and licensing and also our internal leadership team that you are a more qualified caregiver than you were before. And let me tell you, you have experience, but we have to prove it. And just remember, that's a little bit of a tougher thing. But training is one of the ways that we can essentially certify that you have gone through additional training, you deserve higher pay, and we will be maintaining a $10 rate of pay ongoing. For those of you that had already been on higher pay, we will find other ways to reward you. but obviously there's restrictions to what we can do. So please take training very seriously. We've learned that some of you are having difficulty with accessing training, or maybe that you're not sure how to get around some of the challenges in online training. All of our offices are available at least 4 days a week for you to come to do that training. In addition, if needed, we will be opening our offices up on Saturdays so that individuals can come in and do training, because we realize some of you are already working during the week. Our commitment is to ensure that you get all the training and you have the opportunities to get it done. You can still do it virtually, you can still do it at home if you have the tools needed to do that. We're going to be producing a frequently asked questions document that'll be an attachment to this video. In addition to that, anytime you have questions, you can send an email to hr@sscares.com. That's human resources is what hr@sscares.com. I'm sure we'll put it in the video somewhere so that you can see that. We do want to congratulate the 145 caregivers that have successfully finished training. Once again, we've added basic COVID-19 training, which is also paid. For some of you that had already done your training, please go back, do that quick training. It's not very long at all, less than an hour likely, but it's got some great information just to keep you up to date with what's happening. And special kudos to Morristown office, with over 50% of your caregivers are trained. And last comment, we still need more caregivers. So if you have a friend, you have an individual that's looking for work, listen, there's the unemployment crisis is big, but we are an industry that needs help. We have people that we're serving every single day. You can direct them to yourcaregiverjob.com, bring them to the office, give them a phone number, whatever needs to be done, get them in here. We'd love to work with them. And we have obviously training available, so people don't need to be shy. I hope all of you are staying safe. Please continue to do the excellent work that you're doing. If we can be of service to you so that you can be service to others, please let us know, and we are here for you. Thank you. See you next week. Bye-bye.